What's up, everybody, and welcome to my video series called How to Become a Video Game Journalist from Someone Who's Not a Video Game Journalist. I'm Tyler. If you haven't seen my last video, you can click somewhere. But that was talking about me a little bit and how to kind of get started, about learning the ways of writing and just doing it. But this week I want to talk a bit about college. College is a big part of getting a job in this world, and I know that college is kind of becoming more or less irrelevant lately. Not irrelevant. People seem to think that you can get a job without a degree, and you can, but I think getting a job is a lot easier with a degree, and you learn a lot of cool stuff in college. Well, I have written down right here, there are benefits and life lessons to be learned. Some of the benefits are just some of the classes you take, the people you meet, the organizations you're in, and some of the life lessons are just, I'm living in a house right now, by myself. Not by myself, I have 2 roommates, but no parents. No one to vacuum for me, or make dinner for me. I gotta make my own chicken nuggets. There's other things too, just organizational skills that you didn't have to learn in high school, things that have to deal with money or just, I don't know. But then some of the benefits include organizations, I said. I'm in a fraternity, although I'm not in a very normal fraternity. Most fraternities you think of are like the crazy people. But at my school, there's not really any of that going around. We just kind of play video games, and we represent the elimination of prejudice. So that's awesome. And I've become the vice president of communications for that fraternity recently. And that's getting me shooting emails, doing secretary-like things, making calls, stuff like that. It's just kind of like a fake job to get you ready for a real job, and that's awesome. Also, just the classes you take in college can help you a ton. Like, I'm a broadcasting and mass communications major. Right, so I take classes that have to deal with journalism, communication in general, different types of persuasion and group communication, stuff like that. But I wrote down some of the specifics, the specific classes that I've done, and they include workshop journalism, which is an awesome class. They talk about how to write in a news fashion, a news style. They tell you different ways of getting information and how to compile the information and just how to write a good news piece. And then all the communication classes, so far I've taken intro to communication, group communication, persuasion and propaganda, and I'm going to be taking things like communication theory, and stuff like that. Otherwise, there's like the advertising classes, the marketing classes, kind of to put you in the mindset of a PR person, because a broadcast and mass communication person can also be a PR person. They kind of have similar duties, so duties. But then I've also taken classes like TV, what's it called? Fundamentals of TV production, which was like, I got to be a floor director, I got to be a camera worker, I got to be a on-air anchor, I got to be the guy who runs the technical stuff. I was the guy who got to run the audio stuff, and we wrote scripts, and we did all the things that a newscast does, and even in video game journalism, that is useful, because if we want to be a respected news industry, we have to do things like the real journalists do. So, that's awesome. And then I'm taking a law class right now, a broadcast law an ethics course where they talk about all the laws that have to do with broadcasting and writing and news and all this. And although I hate law as a class, it's a really interesting course, and I have a really good teacher. But we just talk about all the things you can and can't do, and that's obviously important. So stuff like that you wouldn't learn in high school, and you do in college. You learn it pretty good because they make you. So I just wanted to make a video about college and its importance and the benefits it has. Really, I just think that college really prepares you for the real world. And yeah, so next week we're going to talk about internships. Internships are a big part of college, but I wanted to save that for a later video so I can kind of go into depth with that. That's kind of where I'm at right now, is the internship stage and the college stage. I'm still in college. I'm looking for internships and learning how to do them, stuff like that. So stick around for that. That'll be next week's video. So thanks.